I know a lot of people talk about what can the Lions do to be the 49ers next season. And I will do a live stream and address that pretty soon, God willing. But one thing I just went back and looked, Bob Quinn was never a capable person for this job. All right? I think a lot of us put faith in a faithless asset or a faithless person because he don't have the abilities to do this job. And I'm going to tell you why right now. We back, Motor City Sports Talk. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, a video request. Keep sharing the videos. Appreciate the love, support. Don't forget, check my other channel out, Goodfellas Sports TV, for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. So check me out on Goodfellas Sports TV. That's on YouTube. But if you go back and Bob Quinn got the Lions in 2016, he pretty much rose in the Patriots personnel department, being a scout and rising up, pretty high in the Patriots organization. And most people say, well, Bill Belichick is basically responsible for drafting and the personnel and stuff of that nature. But once you look at it, the Patriots didn't draft that well. They didn't. The Patriots got a lot of first-round misses. And a lot of the players they do draft that do turn out to be good, they don't pay them. The Jamie Collins, they pushed him on out. You go look at Chandler Jones and some of the other draft picks they got. The guys that do well, even Patrick Chung, they kicked him out and he eventually came back. A lot of the dudes that they do draft that do well, they get rid of them. All right? They get rid of them. The Patriots do not draft well. They don't scout receivers well. The guys that they do keep is like James White, the guys they get late in the draft and stuff of that nature. So Bob Quinn was really never equipped for this job to scout talent. So once you actually look at it and do your homework and look at some of the drafts that he was a part of and look at the drafts that the Patriots haven't had success in the personnel department. The Patriots are like a guy that buys cars, salvage cars, rebuilds the body, rebuild a motor, or put them back together and sell them, flip cars. That's what the Patriots. The Patriots look at the guys that you got that you don't want, and they plug them into a system. Bill Belichick's system is the most valuable thing going for the New England Patriots. Forget about his personnel, how he scouts players. He sucks at drafting. He sucks. And don't give me what the Patriots always drafting late in drafts. They don't move up in drafts. It's talent from round 1 to round 7. We seen Antonio Brown going to 6th round. Tom Brady going to 6. We seen Philip Lindsay go undrafted. We've seen a lot of good quarterbacks. Prescott lasted to the 4th round. You know what I'm saying? They seem to got an eye for quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Garoppolo, Brissett, and guys of that nature. They seem to see guys that fit the system for what they're trying to do offensively. But once you look at the guys they drafted and the guys they do have success drafting, and Chandler Jones and some of the guys amongst that nature, they don't want to pay them. And remember why you hiring Bob Quinn. You hiring Bob Quinn to put the people in place and that could put the system in place where you can plug and play. The reason Bob Quinn they put Bob Quinn with the Lions is because the Lions want to be good at the cheapest they can be good at. The cheapest price, excuse me. That's why Bob Quinn is here. Bob Quinn is not equipped for this job. So people hoping that they make a 49ers type of jump. John Lynch knows personnel. Look at him. He knows how to build a football team. He knows it starts up front. He took Laken Tomlinson, a bum for the Detroit Lions, plugged him into a system, and now he worked. Now he's a run blocking savant that he wasn't with the Lions. The foundation of a franchise is built from the top to the bottom, not like a building. You got to have strong ownership. You got to have good businessmen. You got to have a good general manager. And Bob Quinn came from a system and from an organization that never drafted well. This is Bill Belichick's defensive mind making something happen out of nothing. He resalvages players and put them in a position. He knows game situations, situational football. He dominates that. You know what I'm saying? And maybe he got more say-so in the player personnel. So if you're going to take a person from the Patriots organization, it's going to probably be Bill Belichick. He has the power of both coaching and personnel. But if you look at how they drafted, there's not a lot of success there. There's not a lot of success there. So you bring a guy to run an organization where he didn't know when he was a scout there. He didn't scout no good talent. They really didn't draft no super Hall of Fame. What they did was pick up Talib, pick up Revis, pick up Gilmore. They picked up enough high-priced free agents. You know what I'm saying? They flipped the Kyle Van Noys of the world. They put the Rob Nikoviches of the world in the right position. They put the Teddy Bruschi's in the right position. It's Bill Belichick's system. And Tom Brady, it's his system offensively. It's the system they got in place. So for people hoping, this 49er type of jump, does it surprise you that Bob Quinn struck out all 5 times across the offensive line, or 4 times? He struck out with Taylor Decker. He struck out with Dow and Wiggins. He got it right with Ragnow. He struck out with TJ Lang. He might struck out with Graham Glasgow if he leave. He struck out with Rick Wagner. I mean, once you actually look at the proof, go look at the Patriot draft history. You can just put it in a Google and look at their draft history to the point that he was there. He is an unfit candidate for this job. He's an unfit candidate. He ain't the smartest dude for the job. Now, did he have some straight picks here? Yeah, he got some straight picks here. But to build a franchise is more than draft picks, is free agency. That's why he's trying to mimic everything he did in New England, because he don't know no better. He don't know no better. This wasn't, you didn't get the heir apparent to Bill Belichick. You didn't get him. But he does not know what he's doing. And people say, well, John Lynch don't know what he's doing. That's true. But John Lynch surrounded himself with Martin Mayhew, a guy that failed in this league before. And look at him now. His former teammate Mayhew was helping him get, and he was the general manager for the Lions, get what he needed to do. But he knew what he wanted to do. He had a vision. He had a vision. He knew how a football team should be built. A football player, probably going to the Hall of Fame, John Lynch. He knew how a franchise should be built. The franchise is built from the trenches on out. It's built from the line, defensive linemen, linebackers, and on out. Look at how the 49ers are built. DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, Nick Bosa, the other guy from Stanford whose name I can never remember, the lineman that was top 5 the year Trubisky came out. D Ford, Richard Sherman, Tart, Jimmy Ward. They got the perfect team. The offensive line, Joe Staley still doing it. You know what I'm saying? They got a preferable running back. And most importantly, he got the dope coach in Kyle Shanahan. A Suns coach that not only just took his dad's zone running scheme, he took it and made a twist to it. He put his own twist to it. He knew what he wanted to do. His vision was executed. They had a system where John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan was on the same page. You know what I'm saying? They had a system. So when you look at that situation and hoping that the Lions will become the 49ers, you don't have the general to do it. You don't have the general to do it. You bought a guy from an organization who lives on resalvaging players, who lives off the muscle and off the brain of Bill Belichick. That's it. That's it. The Patriots system is not built off of nothing else but Robert Kraft enabling Bill Belichick to have all the power in the world, them looking up on a Hall of Fame quarterback in the 6th round, him taking pay cuts to stay there. That organization succeeds and fails, or will fail, because of Bill Belichick. Nothing more, nothing less. You got Matt Patricia, you had Josh McDaniels, Bill O'Brien, you got all these dudes that came from the tree. It succeeds because of Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick is the engine, he the trans, he the frame. You know, it succeeds because of him. Not because of Bob Quinn was good there. You know, it's because of Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, and that's it. So people need to wake up, man. But I appreciate everybody for listening. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos Want to make a donation to the channel on the link description. Don't forget to check my other channel out, Goodfellas Sports TV, for more sports, music, news.